Well, hello, let's review. Last week we went through quite a bit of things. I want to review our blueprint and the three decisions that we have. This is important because the blueprint is going to be your outline for what you believe your life should look like. And sometimes our blueprint, when we start out, right, as adults, the blueprints we create for our lives, sometimes the beliefs that we have within our blueprint are very limiting. They're limited beliefs. So let's revisit this really quick. Whenever our life conditions do not match our blueprint, so when the things that we're going through, whether it's our college degree, our education level, the kind of income we have coming in every month, do we own a house or do we rent a house? What kind of car do we drive? How are we feeling? Are we satisfied in our marriage? Are we satisfied with our relationship with our children? Are we satisfied in the job that we're doing? Are we satisfied with us, the person, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? When our life conditions don't match what we believe our life should look like, that's when we experience pain, discomfort, unhappiness, but at the bottom line, it's all pain. So we have three decisions when we're in pain. We can blame. We can play the blame game, which never serves anyone. It serves absolutely no one. It offers a little convenience, but it doesn't serve anyone. We can blame an event, which is really convenient because it helps preserve an identity and it shields us from our fears, right? Our true fears when we blame an event. Well, um, the reason why I don't go out and date is because of my last relationship. Well, that last relationship is a true event that really happened. But we allow that relationship to kind of shield us from ever wanting to do anything and stepping outside of that comfort zone. So we have an excuse. That last relationship ends up being the shield and it kind of covers up what we're really afraid of, which is to be hurt again, to trust and to put all of our love into somebody and then turn around and be hurt again, right? So we can blame an event. We can blame others. That doesn't serve us. The only time, and that never serves us, and it really doesn't serve us if the person is passed, right? Because we're blaming someone that can't really even defend themselves. They can't come up and speak and say, hey, well, you took it like this, but I didn't mean it like that. Or, I wanted to apologize and I just never found the time to. So blaming others doesn't serve us either. What about when we blame ourselves? We call that taking responsibility. Well, you can take responsibility for so long, but to take responsibility rather than to take action, to make changes, I mean, if all you're doing is taking responsibility, are you ever moving forward? You already acknowledged your part in the situation. Now take the action to make the change, right? The next thing you can do, it also causes you to want to change your life conditions. So, have you ever been so mad that you get up and you're like, out of being furious, you're like, you know what, I'm going to prove you wrong. You said this, but I'm going to show you I can actually do this. Have you ever been in that situation? Or let's say, like, for example, anytime my husband and I are in a disagreement or an argument, or I'm upset about something, that is when I get my best cardio workout in. Even if I'm tired, I find the energy to get up and to make a change because I've come to realize that I can't change anybody around me. I can only change me and how I perceive the event or the situation that is going on. So I get up and I get this energy, this burst of energy to do some things that I was putting off for a while, right? So pain can also cause you to make a decision to change your life conditions. That's when pain benefits you. It's your fuel. It propels you to making a change so you can live the life that you desire to live, or at least start moving in that direction. But pain can also be your excuse for not moving. And so your pain, it can either help you maintain or stagnate your life condition to where you feel helpless and you feel like nothing you ever do will change your life condition, or it can motivate you to do something different. Many of you that are in this group have experienced a level of pain that has actually motivated you to change your life condition. So that served you. But now when pain causes you to stay stagnant and to live in your fear, that pain does not serve you into changing your life condition. The next thing we can change our blueprint. We can go through and start to evaluate and assess what we believe today, the emotions we feel on a regular basis. What do we believe we're capable of? So pain can also cause us, or a decision we can make when we're in pain is to change our blueprint, change how we feel, change the story that we tell ourselves about why we are where we're at, or what certain events or what certain situations mean to us. So fast forward, writing your blueprint. When I asked you to write your blueprint, I was essentially asking you to write your extraordinary life as you see it on your terms. We're not worried about resources. You are writing your dream life. What do you dream of? What do you want to have? What kind of energy do you want to have? What do you want to provide for your kids? What do you want in your income? What do you want when it comes to your health? How do you want to feel? What do you want in your relationships? We start with the end in mind when we work on our blueprint. So we're not looking for a pathway, right? We're not going to start with a pathway to get somewhere. We first need to know where we want to end up. The best example I can give that I believe we can all agree with is when you go to college or even high school. When you go to high school, the goal is I'm going to high school to get my high school diploma. That is the end result. And maybe in high school, you may want to play a sport. You may want to be on the debate team. You may want to be on the yearbook committee. There's certain experiences that you want to have in high school, and that is your end result. You may want to go to your senior trip, experience prom, be selected as prom queen, prom king, whatever your end result is. What do you see yourself experiencing or living when it's all said and done? Another example is when you go to college. What is the first thing that you do? You see a guidance counselor. And what does the guidance counselor help you do if they're a good one? They help you create an ed plan. They want to find out, where do you want to end up? Why are you coming here? Right? And then they begin to map out what classes you need to take, what semesters you need to take them in. They start to do the work to get you ready to transfer if you're going to a JC into a 4-year, or if you're in a 4-year to go into a program if you're trying to be a nurse or a lawyer or an entrepreneur, get a degree in business or finance or whatever, right? So you always start with your end in mind. That's what we're doing with this blueprint. We are starting with our end in mind. If you were to describe your extraordinary life on your terms, what would that look like? How would you change? What would you enhance about yourself or your life? Who would you spend more time with? What would you appreciate more? What would you do? Now, I did the same assignment and I broke it down into a few parts. I broke it down to my personal development, me the person, me the woman. What would I want to accomplish? Degrees, certifications. When it comes to what am I doing in my professional career, which I'm doing right now, my passion, which is coaching, right? Life coaching. What would I do when it comes to, do I want to write a book? Is there certain things I want to accomplish? And then I went into my marriage. What do I want my end result to look like in my marriage? Oh, I want 60, 70 years of anniversary celebrations. I want us to have a passionate marriage, something that even when life's challenges come forth, that we are able to team up together and to remember we're a team and go forward and conquer that challenge. I wanted friendship. I want friendship in my marriage, right? Longevity, energy, all that is good, right? Anything, and then also being able to appreciate the things that come that don't necessarily feel good, but they strengthen the bond between us. What do I want when it comes to my children as a mother? What do I want to accomplish? What is my end result as a mother? I want to raise strong children that have the will to move in their power, that know how to create their life as they see it, that feel loved by me and their father, that go out and become whatever they want to do, that they know and they're raised to know that life has no boundaries, that whatever they want in this life, they can have. If it's to be the president of the United States, go be it. If it's to go to the moon or go to Mars, go be it. To be a champion in whatever sport that they play, to be a scholar in every piece and every part of their journey of education, to be the best kid, to be the best human being that they could be ever. What do I want in my income? What do I want my finances to look like? Oh, I see millionaire status. I see abundance. I see the ability to be generous. I see the house on the property that we own. I see the training center on the property that we own. I see my avocado orchard. I see my increased income every single month. I see a profit of millions of dollars, a net worth of millions of dollars, of living by the rules of cash is king, avoiding credit as much as possible. That's how I see my blueprint. Now that's just a surface, but that's the gist of the outline of my blueprint. So because I was unhappy with my life conditions, and my blueprint at the time with my limiting beliefs was not serving me, I had to rewrite my blueprint according to what I want my end to look like. What do I want in my health? I want to wake up with energy every morning at 3 a.m. I want to be able to go have my labs done and get good report. I want to go through my regular assessments or physicals and be able to come out with good report. I want to have a strong body. I want to be able to do anything that I want to do with this body, right? So that is my blueprint in a couple of words. What is your blueprint? Write it out. Get creative. Don't worry about resources. Do you think when I wrote my blueprint about owning my home, I was stuck in where I'm at today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I write my blueprint and when you write yours, resources do not come into play. Resources are time, money, support, credit. We don't need those for our blueprint because what we are doing is we are setting the foundation, the base for what we are creating in our life. That is your blueprint. So go do it. And then once you're done, let me know in the comments that you're done and share one thing that you don't mind sharing from your blueprint. Have a wonderful day. Go create your life on your terms.